Ajijic, Mexico. Hi, broadcasting not live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Today we have a special interview with a special guest, and her name again is Meredith Ann Murray. Meredith is a mystic, and she lives in the Ajijic Chapala area. We've done 2 interviews with her before. She helps people in Ajijic in many different ways, but we did an interview about her life and how she moved to Mexico, and that's our first video. You'll find a link to that video in the description below. Meredith also does in-depth tours through the Jocotepec, Chapala, Ajijic area. If you want to know about her tours, they're fabulous, and you can find a link to that in the description below also. She has planned tours, but if you have a specific need in a specific area in the lakeside area, you just tell her what you want and she'll get you all hooked up. She's going to tell us today about a very special tour she has. She calls it the Vortex Tour. In the Vortex Tours, she takes you to places where energies are off the charts. Energies. If you listen to the entire video, Meredith is going to tell you about some freaky deaky energy stuff. Introducing Meredith Ann Murray. Hello, today we have Meredith Ann Murray with us. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
You bet. My pleasure.
Now, you do tours. We've done a couple of videos on what you do in your history. We're going to put those in the description below. And also, should you want to venture on this Vortex tour, all of Meredith's contact information is in the description below.
Great.
So tell us about this. What is it? Where is it? How much? Tell us everything.
All right. Well, I moved to Mexico full time in 2020, and I think it was in early 21. A friend who lives here, had lived here for many years, decided to take me and 3 other women friends, 2 others, there's 3 of us, or 4 of us total, to the Vortex near Ocatlan. Ocatlan is about an hour from Ajijic, where I live. And a vortex is an area with especially powerful spiritual energy. They're all over the world. There are large vortexes, smaller ones. A lot of people are energy sensitive, can feel them when they're in them. I don't have that gift, but I get a knowing about what I'm supposed to do in the world. So I listen to guidance. It's called claircognizance. Anyway, so after that one visit and lunch on the way back, I just really enjoyed the experience and hearing, kind of living through my energy sensitive friends on the tour, what they were experiencing. And I knew it was a very powerful place. So in January of 2023, I took my first group to the tour in my 7 seatbelt van. I can comfortably get 6 adults in there. It's a little small in the back seat for a 7th one. And everyone just loved it and loved lunch on the way home and talking about their experiences in the vortex and sharing with one another. And one of the vortexes on the property is overseen by Master Saint Germain, who's an ascended master. And he's also been one of my spirit guides for many, many years. So he congratulated me when I started taking people there and thanked me and said he was glad because he was activating them, whatever that means. So apparently our planet is going through a growth process right now, and he's activating people because Master Saint Germain is in charge of the age of Aquarius, whereas Jesus was in charge of the age of Pisces, which we just left. So this is a very powerful time for the planet with a lot of personal growth and planetary situations that are coming to light. And so it's exciting to take people there. Yesterday was my 23rd group that I have taken there since January of a year and a half ago.
And what do you do on the way there when you get there? What do you do? What do you do on the way back?
Well, on the way over, I trust God to put together the right people in the tour that need to connect with each other and to sit the right people, the best people next to each other to talk on the way over. So people just get to know one another. When they hear a lull in the conversation, sometimes I'll shout out some details about the trip. Like when we first get there and pay our 60 peso entrance fee, we're all going to run to the restroom at the back of the property. So that's our first stop. And then I tell them that I'll be going over the history of the vortex and other things. And then when I went there the first time, the guides who take you into the vortex do it all in Spanish, and the history and everything's in Spanish. So I asked her if she could send it to me in Spanish on WhatsApp. So she did that, and I was able to translate it and add to it through my own research about the place and the different entities that oversee the vortexes there. So I've done that, and then we do the exercises that the Spanish-speaking guides take you through in the vortex. I do those in English. So it's just a really powerful day. Everyone really has enjoyed it. I've never had any complaints. Some people have been 2 and 3 times with me. They also have a wonderful gift shop there, which to find everything metaphysical in one shop, like oils and gongs and singing bowls and statues and just all that stuff, crystals and stuff. So some people buy a crystal or bring something with them to be charged in the vortex because it's very powerful. I've taken all my crystals and this crystal that I have on my neck and many things, many times. But now I'm just putting my wallet in the vortex. I want to charge that wallet.
Yeah.
I figured that's good, right? I always have it with me. Let's charge that. Why not? And other people are like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll put my wallet in too. So so when we first get there, I tell them the history after we've used the restroom and paid our entrance fee. And then sometimes we have to wait in line. If there's someone else in the main vortex, we have to wait our turn because there might be a Spanish-speaking guide in there with her guests. And then when they exit, then we would go in. They kind of keep track of who got there when, so you're kind of in line. And when we enter the vortex, Master Saint Germain is in charge of. We ask his permission to enter and thank him for having us. And then I ask people to set their intention before the tour so that they can ask for what they need, whether more love in their life, better health, more clarity about a situation, whatever. So that's good to have your intentions set. And we do some exercises in the vortex, and we're in there about less than 10 minutes. Usually if there's people waiting, we only have about a 10-minute window to be in there. Some of it's silent meditation. Others is listening to our voice. When you get in the center of the vortex, it sounds like you're in have a microphone pointed at you, but everyone right next to you can't hear it the way you can hear it because you're in the vortex and it sounds like your voice is bouncing right back to you. It's just, I love watching people's face when they first hear it. They're like, what? It's and some people just go with it. They roll with it. So so we spend, and then I give them another hour, an hour and a half, however long the group wants to go to the other vortexes on the property. There are 3 others. One is overseen by Buddha, and one is overseen by Mother Mary, and one is overseen by Archangel Raphael. So between all the people I've taken, there's someone in every group that's had a powerful experience in one or the other, or more than one. And then on the way back, we stop in Poncetlan, a very nice Mexican town on the way back, about 20 minutes away, to a lovely restaurant where we debrief and share around the table as totally voluntary. People don't have to share, they can keep it private, but we love hearing each other's experiences in the vortex and learning from one another and sharing that. One of my friends who went the other day could see the history of this vortex back thousands of years. He said, like, there's been ceremonies there and then it's been forgotten for hundreds of years and then found again. And so it's a very powerful place geographically, and they've created a beautiful, peaceful park there.
Please leave a comment, tell us what you think. And if you like the video, why not click the like button? And if you know somebody that wants to see the vortex, click the share button.
With the dogs are really chill that hang around the vortex. They're just always like chill and sleeping. And it's just a beautiful. Oh, and there's an area where the elves and fairies live. And I've taken 4 people whose senses are all very open. They see different dimensions. 4 of my friends are seers, as they say. They could see the elves and the fairies in their area. They're just little people, and they have a little civilization there with homes and shops and children and the whole thing. It's just fascinating to be able to see another dimension, because there's so much that humans don't see or hear, that's in the spectrum. But some people are tuned into different dimensions. So it's fascinating to hear that. And some of my clients have been able to see the purple flame of Saint Germain coming right up out of the vortex. Yeah. So.
Now, when you say the vortex, is that like a cave or something?
No, it's a flat circle with a tile floor that we stand in with some sacred geometry figures on the floor, and yeah, it's just out in the open, out in the sunshine, with beautiful trees and palms all around in the park. But I'm going to start now that it's getting warmer, kind of early this year, I'm going to start the tours, I think, an hour earlier. It was pretty hot in the sun the other day in the middle of the vortex. So, yes, it's a lovely day. And I just feel so grateful to be given this assignment and opportunity to bring people there and to help people open. And one of my 87-year-old friends, she's been twice, once on her birthday and once again with her kids were visiting. And she said her health has definitely improved, which is really nice.
We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Click that subscribe button and the little bell so you get a notification so you can join us and ask questions and tell us what you think about your experiences with Mexico.
So you can ask for what you need.
Woo, wow, I want to go.
Yeah, for sure.
So, how much, what is the investment for this wonderful trip?
Well, the investment is for just the transportation is 800 pesos per person. I have a 4-person minimum. I prefer to have 5 because gas is pretty expensive and it's an hour drive each way, and just van maintenance. But yeah, so it's 800 pesos per person for the transportation and my guidance, my time. And then we pay our own meal on the way back, our own lunch, and pay the 60 peso entry fee ourselves too. So it's a great day, great way to spend your day. We're usually about 6.5 hours outside of, we have a couple of meeting places here in the village of Ajijic. And then on the way back, we're more relaxed. We're not a rush to get there. And so I take people home if I can, if they're not living too far out. Yeah.
Okay. And what time do you leave?
During the cool season, we're leaving at 9:30 in the morning. I think it's time to move it to 8:30 in the morning because they open at 9 a.m. So we'll get there about 9:30 when it's still fairly cool. And yeah, in and out. And it's quieter in the morning. We had it to ourselves for like the first 40 minutes the other day, which was really nice. No other guests were there. So, yeah.
So we're almost out of time, Meredith. What didn't we talk about that we should? What did we leave out?
Well, how this was discovered, it's been open to the public since 1996, and a seer named Don Jose, several other names past that, saw it in an astral trip. Outside of his body, he was taking an astral trip in his consciousness around the planet, and he saw this vortex in his astral trip. And when he came back to Earth and to Mexico in his consciousness, he spent 2 years looking for it. And he finally found it, quote, by accident when he went to this property for a thank you dinner from someone that he had done a healing on. And he said, wow, this is the place I've been looking for. So that's how it was originally discovered. And he suggested to the homeowner that they could open it to the public, which they did in 1996. So people have been going there. I do not do the tours on weekends or holidays because that's when a lot of people from Guadalajara go. So it's quite crowded. So I like to go during the quiet weekdays when there are very few other people there. It's very peaceful.
Okay.
So,
okay. Well,
thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Meredith Ann Murray. And again, all of Meredith's contact information, you can find it in the description below. And Meredith, you're always doing something fun and exciting. So when you get that new fun and exciting thing, let us know.
Sure will. Thanks, Bill. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We have a new Facebook page. We only have about 150 members. We just started last month, but it's called Mexico Expats Bill Dallas Lewis. Help us grow the group and share your ideas. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much, Meredith, and thank you everyone for watching our video. We have many more videos to come, so click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.